Price of this is increasing by 10 cents for breakfast and lunch.
I move we approve the school lunch menu to
I'll second.
Here, a second, how you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Okay, vote to approve or not to approve fundraiser request for cheerleaders, miscellaneous activity account, yearbook activity account.
Questions on any of those?
I'll make a motion for to approve the fundraiser request.
Second. John, second, I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Discussion and possible action to add and modify the following policies, 21A through 21I.
All these except for one are just updating language to current legislation that's passed. The one that hadn't is the 12-month employees and their vacation time. We're putting a limit on how much can roll over from year to year.
Make a motion to modify the policy.
Second. John, second, I'll vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Discussion and possible action to approve the 1920 Waynoka Public School teacher salary schedule.
We have to create our own, due to the legislation giving teachers a 12/20 pay raise, but not updating the state minimum salary schedule. So our new salary schedule will reflect the 12/20 raise for each teacher.
I'll make a motion to approve the teacher salary schedule.
Second. John, second, I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Okay, discussion and possible action to sign a resolution to authorize the district treasurer to close the child nutrition fund, number 22, and transfer the operation and unobligated, there we go, balance in the child nutrition fund to the district general fund.
This allows us to close that account and roll it into the general fund like we had talked about previously.
I'll make a motion to transfer the fund.
Okay, we got a motion, do we have a second? Second. Clint, second, how you vote, Gary?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Discussion and vote to approve, subject to approval of ordinance number 19841 by the voters of the city of Waynoka and the donation and real property transfer agreement with the city of Waynoka, and to authorize the board president to sign the agreement and quit claim deed, or should that be quit claim deed? Attached at exhibit B to the agreement.
This is what we've been working with the city. They've approved it on their end. This allows us to basically, if it's approved by vote, it's got to go to a vote of the people. As long as they approve it, then we can continue on swapping. You know, we've got those lots downtown and the weight room and the lot it sits on with the baseball field, the football field, and the park. They will keep the pool, the nursing home, and the tennis courts, that little area there, but we'll have everything else.
Pond. We get the pond.
Yeah, it's part of that.
Just kept the tennis court and it's like we surveyed basically.
Yes, just like we surveyed. So. It's 500, and the baseball field will be from the road or the marker, and 520 feet. There's a little stake out there if you want to go look. It's not quite to the trees, but it's pretty close.
When is the vote for the city?
It's in July or late July or August. I don't have that date.
They got it on there?
Yeah, they approved it in last month.
Last month.
Last month.
All right.
Yes. Do you know when the vote is? 13th of August, I believe. 13th of August. Possibly.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll approve.
We have a second?
Second.
John, second. I'll vote yes.
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 Okay. Discussion and vote to approve, subject to approval of ordinance number 2019-841 by voters of the city of Waynoka, the transfer of the right-of-way easement for Yaden Road to the city of Waynoka at the time of closing as part of the donation and real property transfer agreement with the city of Waynoka, and to authorize the board president to sign any necessary documents.
I'll move, we approve.
So how much does the building affect the road? I mean, it's tough to tell right now.
Building
We're gonna have to
should,
move it, it's not gonna mess with it.
the new building
Yeah.
shouldn't affect it.
Well, I mean, you can't tell where the road is right now.
Right, well,
Yeah, because
They've
it's
got it
mud,
covered in
but
mud,
yeah, it's
but-
not gonna affect the road at all.
I was just wondering.
and it'll leave them liable for fixing the road.
I figured, well, they don't have to fix the road if
There's
we
any
tore it
damage,
up.
yeah. So far, there hasn't been, but
It was covered in mud. We got it had it.
Okay.
it's washed off once or twice.
Push the mud over the pond, the wet pond.
Okay, do we have a motion?
Yeah, I made that.
Rick,
Oh, I'll say, I'm sorry.
I'll
Can I
second.
have a second? Clint, a second. Okay, I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Okay, proposed executive session discuss the following personnel decisions in compliance with 25 OS 307B1.
I don't need this unless you guys wanna go into it.
Okay. Vote to approve or not to approve resignations received today.
Got one resignation from Mr. Sauser, who was hired to be our elementary principal. He has taken a superintendent job, so he is asked to resign from here.
I'll move, we accept his resignation.
Well, second.
Motion second, how you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Okay. Vote to approve or not to approve employment of contracted certified special education teacher for the 9th of July 2019.
Rick provided some services over the summer. I recommend that we hire Starla Collins to do that for us.
I'll make a motion to hire Starla Collins.
Second.
Second, how you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Vote to approve or not to approve employment of certified teacher under temporary contract for the 1920 school year.
I'd like to recommend Riley Terrell to be an elementary teacher for us.
I'll make a motion to hire Riley Terrell.
Second.
Okay. Second, how you vote, Gary?
Yes.
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 All yeses. Okay, vote to approve or not to approve employment of elementary principal under temporary contract for the 2019-20 school year.
Patricia Burrow has agreed to come on and be our elementary principal for this next year. She's sitting over there if anybody has any questions for her. If not, I recommend that we hire her.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, where do you want me to start? I'm originally from Moreland, lived there all my life, graduated from there. I went to school in Alva, graduated, and got hired at Moreland. I did student teach in Woodward, and was hired, well, I was offered a position there, but then Moreland hired me full-time, and I've been there ever since. In that reign, I taught second grade 15 years. And I got nationally board certified. My partner that I absolutely loved, because we had 2 of each class at Moreland, she retired, and so I decided I wanted to change. And so I went and taught 5th and 6th grade science, and that's where I've been the last 7 years. 6 years ago, I did get my master's in educational leadership, and passed my test as an elementary principal. So I wasn't planning on going down that road as an elementary principal until my youngest graduated, but this is an opportunity that I don't want to pass up.
This is your first job as
Yes.
elementary principal? Okay.
Yes, it will be, yes.
All right, I'll move we hire Patricia Moore as elementary principal.
Second.
Okay, how you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Okay, any new business?
I have no new business this time.
Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Here, a second, I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
I'm already out of here.
So you want to stay here or what?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock and we do have a quorum. We'll call this meeting to order. Statement of open meeting law.
I, the undersigned clerk of the Board of Education of Waynoka School District I-3 of Woods County, Oklahoma, do hereby certify that prior to December 15th, the last calendar year, the date, time, and place of this regular meeting was filed in the office of the clerk of Woods County, Oklahoma. If any changes have been made to the date, time, and place of this regular scheduled meeting, proper notice in writing has been given to the county clerk as required by law, not less than 10 days prior to the implementation of said change. I also certify that at least 24 hours prior to the meeting, excluding Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, that the date, time, and place, and agenda of this meeting was posted on the community at the location of this meeting. Witness my hand and seal in the school district 27th day of June 2019.
Okay, roll call. Mr. George.
Here.
Mr. Olson.
Here.
Mr. Gunn.
Here.
Mr. Hanson. Here. Okay, all of the following items will be approved by one vote unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of the discussion, consideration, and approval of the following items 4A through 4L.
Move we approve the consent agenda 4A through 4L.
Motion, we got a second?
Second.
Garrett, a second. How you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Other reports, principal report.
Recently, our basketball teams have gone to basketball camps, different places. Mr. Blocker, new ag teacher, hosted a judging camp Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It was a big success. His brother and a couple other judging coaches came in and helped with that. Next week, Caden Ramos will be competing at National SCCLA Convention. Mrs. Seaman and Coach Pitts are taking him out there. Something that we're going to be doing this next year is AP courses. So we have 3 teachers going over the summer to AP Summer Institute. Be prepared for that. Other than that, it's a fast summer and looking for a fax teacher. Everything else is going pretty well.
Okay, superintendent report.
All right, looking at our revenue and expenses so far, we're getting the year wrapped up. Obviously, there's a couple days left, so this is not finalized. But just looking at what we have, obviously our revenue is up and our expenditures. So our payroll, the difference in there, I told you is going to be somewhere around 300,000. It's ended up being almost 290,000, 289 and some change. And that was due to the pay raises mainly. So then, as far as our revenue collections, if you see this month, it looks like we're way down in collections. But as you see for the whole year, we're actually up 224,000 in collections. The big reason why is because Targa had that 5-year exemption, and so we get all that money in June. Now they're paying their taxes, so therefore it's mixed up in the previous months. So it all washes out in the end. As far as this year's protest revenue is about 53,000 that's held up in protest. There's no telling when we're going to see that money, but we've got that money held up. So all in all, our reserves, we're looking at carrying our reserves is a little higher than typical. It's almost 402,000, 401,844 in reserves. Not all that is spoken for. It's just we don't know what bills are out there, and quite a bit of it is. So just kind of looking at comparing last year to this year, counting our revenue or our reserves for both years, we're looking at about $275,000 more spent this year than last year. But again, our payroll was up almost 290, so it's actually a little less as far as everything else except for payroll. To end the year, I'm estimating that our carryover is going to be about 6.7 million. That's up from last year, which was, we started the year with 5.3. So again, that is just an estimate. We'll know more as soon as the year ends and I get all that figured. Our child nutrition, looking at that, obviously our revenue is up. A lot of that's, we raised our prices this year. So our revenue is up, so is our expenses. Kind of give you an example, this year, we lost out of child nutrition $40,000, $40,404. Again, that excludes any of the update costs. So, if we, had to replace walk-ins and warmers, all that kind of stuff, that excludes all that. But last year, our loss, if you exclude all that, was $54,427. So we've actually closed that gap by $14,000 this year. So moving in the right direction. Still a big loss, but moving in the right direction. So again, we're planning on closing this out and rolling it over into our general fund too. So looking at the building fund, we've got about 53,000 reserves out. A lot of that's got to do with the stuff we're doing with our flooring and brick and stuff. So the projected carryover in this is going to be just over 1.6. Of course, we started at 1.36 this year, so we raised it about 300,000. So again, these are just estimates. I'll know more our next meeting. Financially, we are sitting pretty healthy, but again, it fluctuates quite often depending on what our valuation is, and we don't have that yet. As far as the bond, you guys can see that the block is finished at the field house and the tin's going up. We're making some progress on the outside of this building and the inside as well. One hiccup we do have is we have a 70-ton air conditioning unit that is not going to be here, what they're telling me, until mid-August. So the chiller will not be removed by the time we start school. It'll probably be in September before we can get all that set up and make that change. But unless we get any better news, but as far as that affecting us at all, it's not. We're just not going to be completely done with that chiller. All the other AC units should be in place. Just the bigger one we're having trouble getting here on time. So other than that, that's all I've got.
Okay. Vote to approve or not to approve to designate Scott Klein for the 2019-20 school year as official purchasing agent, authority to designate additional personnel as receiving agents, as the authorized representative for all federal programs, including E-rate, and authorized representative for child nutrition school lunch program.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion, and a second?
Second.
John, second. I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Okay. Vote to approve or not to approve to designate Lori Adair to serve during 2019 school year as Board of Education minutes clerk, incumbents clerk, alternative purchasing agent for Waynoka Public Schools.
I'll make the motion to approve, Lord.
Second.
Motion second. Hey, vote, Garrett.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve to designate Gail Nicholson to serve for the 1920 school year as the Board of Education Deputy Minutes Clerk, Activity Fund Account Custodian.
I'll move.
Motion.
Second.
Garrett, second. I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Okay, vote to approve or not to approve to designate Scott Klein and Gail Nicholson to sign all checks for the school lunch fund and activity account for the 1920 school year.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion, do I have a second? Second. John, second. I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Okay, vote to approve or not to approve to designate the activity fund custodian authority to transfer assets in the activity account when there is actual exchange, as long as there is no movement of money without recovery for the 2019-20 school year.
Can you explain that?
Yes, this is when we need to move money into the activity fund to get like a startup, and then that money's got to be moved back.
Okay. I'll move.
I'll second.
A motion and a second, how you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Okay, vote to approve or not to approve the recommended expenditures for the activity accounts for the 19-20 school year, items 1 through 30.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Second, I'll vote yes.
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 Vote to approve or not to approve to adopt an investment resolution with the Woods County Treasurer concerning surplus funds for the 19-20 school year.
I'll move.
Second.
And I'll vote yes.
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 Vote to approve or not to approve the 2019-20 student parent handbook.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion and a
Where
second.
is it?
Anybody want to see or hear the changes? It's right here. Mr. Smith is prepared to speak if he has to.
Fill us in.
Oh, there's not a whole lot that I changed, other than making sure that it was aligned with board policy. Some of the board policies have changed or are changing. One thing that's in there, it says kids can't get to school until 7:45. Well, we have our buses here by 7:40 for breakfast, so put 7:30 in the handbook. Graduation requirements, we have required 26 credits. That our board policy says 25, so I changed our handbook to say 25. Also, state requires 1 fine art, so we were requiring 2. I changed that. At the same time, used to, you could get that fine art credit through English 3 or U.S. history. You can't do that anymore, so we're going to be having to do some type of fine art. This year, I changed the remediation policy a little bit. It was just random classes according to the old testing style, the old end-of-year instructions test. So now it's aligned to what's tested, basically, our required remediation courses. And then instead of 3:20 to 4:20 in the afternoon, I've always felt like that was a punishment. I don't think remediation should be a punishment. Everybody just calls it detention anyways when they have to stay the afternoon. So I shortened that to 3:20 to 4 o'clock. Some rationale there is there's a bell and there's a bus, kids can ride home. It is still double morning, so there's some incentive to still go ahead and attend the morning session. But I don't want remediation to be a punishment, and that's kind of how it's been, I felt. Updated the drug testing policy, of course that's been updated to the board policy, drug testing policy. So those are aligned. One of the big things that I am pleased with on the change in there is that we can no longer punish kids academically, basically, for either a positive or refusal to take a test. That was the case in the past. One of the main things that first few lines of the drug testing policy says is there will be no academic repercussions, and there were actually some. So AP and concurrent, like I talked about just a while ago, we're going to offer AP courses, and the biggest reason for that is the grade card, post-secondary opportunities. That's one of the 3 ways basically we can get points there for the grade card is AP courses. So we're going to offer about 3 of those this coming year. I just updated that and concurrent enrollment in the handbook and also the board policy book. I believe that. I mean, those are the big major changes. The rest of it just kind of maybe reworded it a little bit, or fixed a couple typos and just made it match our board policy book.
I move we approve the student handbook.
Second.
The motion, you're second. How you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Vote to approve or not to approve membership renewal with the Oklahoma School Advisory Council for the 19-20 school year.
I'll move.
Second.
Motion and second, I'll vote yes.
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 Yes. Vote to approve or not to approve membership renewal with, how'd you say that? Horace in the 1920 school year.
I'll move to approve membership with Oros.
Second. Motion and second, how you vote, Gary?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the subscription agreement with Oklahoma School Risk Management Trust for the building and fleet insurance for the 1920s.
Also move.
I'll second.
Second, how you vote, John?
Yes.
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 Okay, vote to approve or not to approve the pediatric physical therapy service contract with Northwest Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab in the 1920 school.
I'll make the motion to approve the contract.
Second. John, second. Vote yes.
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 Okay. Vote to
Should be
18.
18. I'm gonna say it's almost the same thing. Vote to approve or not to approve the pediatric occupational therapy service contract with the Northwest Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab for the 1920 school year.
I'll make the motion.
Second. The motion and second. How you vote, Lynn?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, vote to approve or not to approve to increase the price of school meals.